What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Terence Bud Crawford. Get this. Terence Crawford shifts gears on the Errol Spence rematch, okay? And speaking to media early Sunday morning, following his win over Madrimov, Crawford was asked if a rematch with Spence was still on the table as the media session ended, and Crawford replied simply, nah. And let me counterpunch. I think that, well, you know what? They have a clip here. Let's listen to this clip.
Same question. But I want your reaction. Is the Errol Spence rematch on the table still or nah?
All right, we're gonna wrap this.
Something to tell you.
And that was the man's own words, right? So let me counterpunch. This is my thought process. This is what I think that happened to Terence Crawford. I think Terence Crawford waited around for Errol Spence for years. I think Terence Crawford sacrificed a lot of time between 2021, 22, 23 when he beat him. He eventually finally fought him, and then the rematch. Then you know what I mean. Then Errol wasn't ready. Something was going on with Errol, and now all of a sudden Errol's fighting Fundora. You know what I mean? And it was like, okay, well, wait a minute. You supposed to have a fight or a rematch clause with Terence Crawford, and Terence Crawford was waiting around for you, and and then he gets stripped on the IBF side, waiting for you, and then you fight someone else. So now he fights someone else in Madrimov as he moves to 154, and of course Errol Spence is going and headed the same direction. He's at 154, and now he's like, you know what? I fought someone else. I fought Madrimov. I'm now a champion at 154. You're old news. I don't really need you if you couldn't honor your own damn contract. That's what I think why he said nah, because for all we know, Terence Crawford, the sacrificed time that he waited around for Errol Spence to make up his mind what he wanted to do and who he wanted to fight and were they going to get it on, I think made him rusty, because he could have done anything else. He could have fought already at the beginning of the year. He could have fought in January. Hell, it's August. So you made this man wait a whole calendar year to find out you're not even going to fight him next. You know what I mean? So he made his plans just like he did from fighting Avanesian, waiting on him to sign the contract. You remember that shit show back in 22 where they waited and waited and waited and waited and waited, and Terence was like, yo, what are y'all going to do? You know what I mean? And then he took a fight with Avanesian and everybody lost their shit because they're like, oh, you couldn't wait for Errol Spence. But I mean, you guys wasn't signing the contract. You know what I mean? Things weren't moving fast enough. And I think that's what happened since he fought Errol Spence the first time. He thought it would be easier to get the rematch together, but not when you're dealing with Al Heyman and company. That ain't going to work, because they're still trying to make a deal to make the most money, because they know Errol Spence got his ass whooped, so there's no guarantee that he's going to win a rematch. So if they know more than likely he'll get his ass whooped again, they want all the money possible. Okay, so, or just don't fight Terence Crawford at all and make your legacy somewhere else and fight other people that's in our stable like Sebastian Fundora. And I think that's what happened. And I think that's why Terence Crawford's like, nah, I'm not even considering a fight with him because he left me like he did. That's not a way to do business. You guys tell me what you think of my counterpunch on Terence Crawford shifting gears on the idea of fighting Errol the Truth Spence now in the rematch. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!